You alright? You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
What's going on, ninjas? So what's today? Do you even know what day it is today?
I've forgotten.
It's sneaky Saturday. Oh, cut. What's going on, ninjas? It is Sneaky Saturday, and we're here at this mulch job. We finally found some brown mulch, but before we went and got the brown mulch, we mowed this yard, we mowed that yard right there across the street. We touched up all the shrubs that needed some extra attention, that were kind of getting out of hand, and we still got a couple of piles to pick up. There's the bumblebee with the cart made over there, full of the clippings. We're gonna go ahead and put that in the help me out.
Trash can.
The trash can. Dude, I'm so lost. Trash can, and we're gonna use, of course, the cart mate to deliver the mulch to the goods, you know, to the beds. Did I say goods? Dude, I'm so all right. If you're wondering why we're acting the way we are actually very thankful to be alive. Right? Yeah. So, what do you? So first of all, we found this mulch place, and it's a Saturday, they're getting ready to close, and the employee was there, right?
Yep.
And so he was like, hey, normally we don't do mulch on Saturdays. I said, well, I really need it, and there's nobody else has brown dyed mulch. Well, you paying card or cash? I said, probably card. I'm gonna have at least 6-7 yards in there. I mean, I don't carry that kind of money on me. I don't carry cash on me, honestly, at all, unless I get paid from customers, which is very rare. So he's like, well, we're not gonna be able to do it, right? He's like, we're not gonna be able to help you. I'm like, but if I had cash, you'd be able to help me? Yeah. I said, all right. I already had a bad feeling about this, but I was like, okay, I guess I can try to go run down the road somewhere and get an ATM, you know, go to an ATM, and all right, I'll be here. Okay, I was like, okay. So that was his attitude, wasn't it?
That's exactly how he was.
He's like, all right, I'll be right here. So I went and, you know, took out some money, and we came back. What did he say when we came back? He walked up to us and said what?
He said, sorry, I ain't gonna be able to sell it to you, or something like that.
He said, sorry, man. So what happened was, he got a bad feeling because he was asking, how many yards do I need? And I said, I don't know, man. Fill up my trailer.
Yeah.
If I have extras from this job, then my next job is brown mulch also. So I was like, I didn't care if I had any leftover. I said, fill it up, 6-7 yards, whatever fits in there. And I was like, oh, heck. Anyway, all right. So he was like, he got a bad feeling. By the time I went and got the cash and came back, he got a bad feeling about it. And he ended up calling his boss.
Yep. And
telling the boss, hey, there's this guy here, he's trying to get mulch. I know we don't do really mulch on a Saturday. What do you want me to do? I already kind of gave him a green light. He went and got cash because I told him, you know, we'll do it for cash. I don't know what the hell he told him, honestly, okay? So when I come back, he's like, I need you to call my boss. I'm like, why? He's like, I don't know, man, I screwed up. I shouldn't have even called him. I'm like, oh, so my instinct was the boss told him do not sell him any mulch because we're not doing mulch on the weekends or something like that. And, you know, he was kind of like, man, I just made you go out and drive to go get cash, and now you came back and I'm not gonna be able to sell it to you. At least that's what I thought. So I was like, okay, so let me call your boss. So he gives me his number. So I called the owner, and he's like, hello. And I'm like, hey, you know, I'm the guy trying to get the mulch, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, go ahead and let him, I'll call him and tell him to go ahead and load your dump trailer up. And just text me how many scoops you get. And since it's the weekend, he goes, I'm already, you know, on my birthday party of his son or daughters. And he's like, I'll just go ahead and call you Monday and we'll charge your card. I said, what? I was like, okay. Personally, that's pretty trustworthy.
I would say so.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. What if I just never called him back or blocked him or didn't. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't gonna do that. Of course, I texted him, but that's pretty trustworthy. So anyway, I was like, okay, sounds good. That sounds good. He goes, I'll go ahead and call that guy and tell him to go ahead and load your trailer up. Well, so why don't you break it down for us, Busy V? What did the employee attempt here?
He tried to pocket some money.
And then what happened? He got
a bad feeling.
Called the boss.
He screwed up when he done that.
And the boss said, do not take cash.
Yep.
Because he could have said that I only bought 3 scoops. And
pocket the rest.
Pocket the rest, or 1 scoop or 2 scoops. So the employee ninjas attempted to steal money, but thought about it. Well, heck, that could have been my beer money, right? For the weekend. Because I mean, it's 6 scoops, so it's like, I don't know,
$200 something.
Yeah, so it's 120, 180. So 180 bucks. It's 30 bucks a scoop. So anyway, he thought about it. He was going to do it. Thought about it. Changed his mind. Called his boss. And then he regretted calling his boss.
Yep.
Because he was like, dang, that would have been 200 bucks. I could have just pocketed it. I was telling Busy B, I said, if it was 1 scoop, maybe even 2 scoops, maybe it wouldn't be as noticeable, but 6-7 scoops, I don't see how that's not
different.
But anyway, so we were talking about it, and what happened next?
We was just driving. We didn't see no lights in front of us.
Right.
Got over.
There was no flashing lights.
None at all.
There was no. I think there was a yield sign.
As soon as we got over it, there's a train sitting right here looking straight at me.
But there was a train looking straight at us. But was he moving?
No, he wasn't going too fast.
I think he was going like maybe a 1 mile an hour or something, right?
Probably a good thing he was.
Because there was no flashing lights. There's obviously, the things didn't come down. I don't even know if those things were there or not. There was no activity, nothing, no lights, no nothing. And as we hit the railroad tracks,
I can promise you his horn works.
His horn, we think he did it on purpose.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Man, let me tell y'all ninjas about Busy B. This ninja, he pulled some karate moves.
Oh yeah, real quick.
The leg went up, the arm went sideways, his head looked like a deer seen the freaking headlights, and he was just like, I think you might need to.
Going on.
You might need to check yourself.
Well, when we get out on
when we get out of the truck. I said, are you okay, man? He goes, I was like, did you get that little butterfly feeling across your stomach? He goes, heck with the stomach. He goes, I got that feeling across my whole body from head to toe. Oh, you thought, man, looking for brown mulch, hunting for brown mulch. This is it. This is how I was gonna get out. This is how I'm out of here. This was my time.
Yep.
That scared the living crap out of Busy B.
Oh, yeah,
now, for some reason, when that happened, ninjas, I should have been looking at the train, but instead I was focused on Busy B. And the facial he made and the body language he created there, that was some work. That was work. That was
hard on that one.
Yeah, that was some artwork there, buddy. I mean, this ninja's like, what? Anyway, enough of that. We also recorded a little bit, as you have seen by now, or you will after this. Probably after this, I'll throw in some clips. We worked yesterday on Tiny. Tiny had some issues with the rotors and the brake pads, so we ended up replacing the 2 front rotors and put the new pads on the front. We're gonna go ahead and do that in the rear as well, on the rear wheels and tires, but probably not this week, maybe next week or weekend. So that way, I should be set from here on out. Not too bad, Tiny's 59,000, almost 60,000 miles, and I got, a good amount of life out of those first rotors. But anyway, so there'll be some footage in this. Like I said, if you haven't seen it by now, you'll see it after this. What's going on, all my lawn care ninjas? What's going on? You know what today is? Freaky Friday. And as you ninjas know, there's always something freaky going on Friday. Busy B.
Yeah.
Is Fridays always something freaky?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Something always freaky on Friday, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
What's going on here, man? What do we got going on here?
I just changing some brakes and rotors.
So we are changing some rotors, ninjas. Tiny is almost at 60,000 miles. These are the factory rotors right here. And make sure it's not hot because they're still pretty warm. If you look, the lip on that is crazy. Okay, so last night when I got home, Tiny started shaking. The sky opened up and God himself came down and said,
Time to put new brakes and rotors on.
no, he really said, Nick! Because Tiny was screaming for help. So, ninjas, the rotors were completely shot. And I ended up purchasing new rotors. Now, I'm only doing the fronts because it's kind of an emergency. I'm gonna do the backs, but not today. And so when I purchased these rotors, they told me there's two different kinds. You can get the regular normal, which is what that is, which is what came with the factory. Or you can get these black ones that are carbon coated. They were about $20 to $30 more a piece. So I went ahead and went with these. Isn't this what you have, Busy Bee?
Yeah, that's what I put on mine.
Okay, and so I'm gonna go with the same kind when we do the backs, probably in a couple of weeks. It's not really urgent. They seem to be okay. I didn't know you had a little mechanic hand in you.
I got a little bit of everything.
A little bit. Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second. What is going on here?
I don't know.
You've got a little bit of everything in you?
Yep.
Anyway, safety first, as always. Make sure you got your jack stands. And yeah, we're done here, Ninja. So I'm going to go get some new pads and put them back on and get Tiny hooked back up to the trailer. And so are we doing the mulch tomorrow?
Yep.
Yes, we are. We're doing the mulch finally tomorrow. So that is super cool. And we're also going to do some mowing tomorrow as well. So it's going to be just another busy day tomorrow, full day. So anyway, stay tuned. Thanks, son. You drip.
It's hard out here.
Awesome. Thank you, buddy. That's awesome.
You can go ahead
Good
and take a
stuff.
C-clamp, suck them back in there.
Yes, let's do that. Show you how far we've gotten here. As you can see, I got to move all this stuff on down. So I got to lift the trailer to do that. But I'll walk you around real quickly and show you. We are almost done. And then we just got to do the cleanup. So that's where it starts. This is going around here to the front. Like I said, we got to still do the cleanup and blowing everything off and tucking in the edges nicely. And there's a little spot right here. It is freaking hot today, ninjas. It is hot, but I will tell you this. The Cartmate does wonders. It is saving us so much back-breaking work. It's not even funny. Ain't that right, Busy Bee?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's hot out here still.
Yeah.
But just delivering all the mulch with the Cartmate. I mean, if we didn't have that, we'd be taking turns with the wheelbarrow. And then
Have this much done, probably.
no, we would not have this much done. We'd probably still be somewhere down here on the side. And we're almost done. That's where it ends. Well, we got a small little spot around there, small little corner right there, and then just finish this bed. So we're about quarter into this side. And it looks good. But that is what we've been doing. this whole time since we got out of the truck, and I haven't really picked up the camera since. So a few of you ninjas in the past have asked me how far does the dump trailer lift up, and I keep forgetting to mention it, but this is the highest it'll go. I'm not really sure what degree or angle this would be, but this is the highest it will go, which is honestly plenty. I mean, every time I use it and I lift it up like this, it definitely, whatever's up here in the front, it always slides down. And for those of you who may have not caught some of the videos in the past, this is a 7x14 dump trailer, and I paid a little extra to get the 3-foot walls instead of the standard 2-foot walls. And then of course I paid a little extra to get that tarp system.
I'm running away from this pain. I'm trying to find a new way where the sun's shining down on my face. I'm running away.
It's a wrap, ninjas. We are done. We are completely, utterly done. And we're whooped. Busy Bee's already gone. He's went back home. But I am here to pick up my mower and the cart mate. But as you can see, nice and clean. Job well done. And I'm tired. So as I said goodbye, he came out and he was like, "What are you doing back?" I'm like, "Oh, I just came here to pick up the cart mate and my mower." And he's like, he was laughing. He came around, he was looking around, we were kind of chit-chatting, talking. He's like, "Man, it sure, it took the whole dump trailer, didn't it?" I'm like, "Yes, sir. Emptied every little last bit of it." He goes, "Man, it looks so good. You guys did such a good job. I'm so happy with it." So what did he do? Tipped me $100 cash. That is so freaking nice of him, and he did not have to do that. So freaking nice of him. So what am I going to do with that? I'm probably going to take myself, and I, and Busy Bee one day next week to lunch. Why not? Because he's worked really hard today as well. Anyway, it was very nice of him. Really, really good customer. He's provided me more work here recently or lately, ever since I met him only a few weeks ago, than some clients in a whole year. You'll have customers like that, ninjas. I don't want to get into it. I've got a long video already, long enough. But anyway, thank you, loyal customer, and I will be treating myself, and I, and Busy Bee to lunch sometime next week. But anyway, thanks again, ninjas. I gotta go. I'm so tired. Peace.